everybody. My name is Connie Inukai, and I'm a second act entrepreneur. Okay. My first act was that I was a college professor at the University of Maryland and at Johns Hopkins University for 35 years. And what I did is I taught technical writing to engineering, computer science, and pre-med majors on how to write good reports. What I liked most about that job was I got to inspire students in their senior year on what to do after they graduate. I was thinking about my students, and I had one student in particular. He was pre-med, and they had to come into class and give me their topic. And his topic was cancer research. And I said, well, that's really great. You know, everybody likes cancer research, but you're the fourth person in this class who has recommended this, and there are so many people doing cancer research. Can you think of any other topic? So he had a little twinkle in his eye, and he said, well, I was reading some article on craniosynostosis. And I said, what is that? And he said, that's when a baby is born with the brain outside of the head. And doctors try to correct that, and they have a little helmet that they put on the baby, and they work on, okay, some more people are coming. Okay, and so they work on trying to correct that action, that illness. And I said, well, that sounds very fascinating. And he says, yeah, but Mrs. Inukai, there are only 3 people in this field. And I said, well, that is absolutely wonderful, because you are 20 years old, and you should apply to be an intern to any of them. They're all older, and when they die, you will be the expert in the field. And so he was so excited, and I imagine he's still working on that. So I try to inspire people to do something that's a little bit different. And I had another class that was just, I'll never forget them. 3 students were in my class. They hated school. They especially hated taking a writing class. Nobody wanted to take my class, although it was required, so they waited till the last possible semester to take it. So I had 3 students who absolutely did not want to do any research. So I put the 3 of them together, and they formed it. And I remember that they were so enthusiastic about it, and when it came to the last day to present their topic, the 3 of them marched in with suits. Everyone else was dressing casual, and they were so impressed with their work. I decided to focus on inspiring myself and other people my age to move forward, okay, no matter what your age, because spirit has no age. I didn't retire because of my age. I retired because I had so many things that I wanted to do, and I didn't have enough time to be grading papers. So I quit my job at age 68. I came up with my first invention, which I had actually had before I retired, and I just didn't have enough time to do it and pull all-nighters grading papers. So now I am retired, if that's what you can call this, you know, trying to turn my passion into helping other people, and there are 77 million baby boomers like me. So while I'm retired, I'm studying a little bit about aging. I'm 72 years old. So I'm reading a lot of people's research about reversing aging. So I read some articles by somebody, Dr. David Sinclair and Dr. Aubrey de Grey. Now this Aubrey de Grey was fascinating. Doing in his studies is he's found out that the molecules in our body age. And what they do is they weaken, and that's how diseases can enter our bodies. So he did a little study where he took 2 mice, 1 young mouse and 1 old mouse. And he cut them open and tied them together. And the old mouse started getting their blood and their molecules younger. So I don't promote this process of attaching yourself to a young human being. But I've got the next best thing. Yes. I have little grandchildren, And I am so lucky because I hug this little girl and my other 4 grandchildren as much as I can, and I feel that their blood is going into me. And when she wants to sleep in Grandma's bed, I say, great, because she gives me big hugs and I feel it's keeping me young. So if you have a young child in your family, go hug them a lot. If not, get a dog, but make sure it's a young dog or a young cat. And I think it will help with keeping you young. So I am a grandmapreneur. I just coined that phrase because that's what I do, as you can see. I have 5 grandchildren. I try to see them as much as possible. Plus, I'm running a business. So here are some of my. This is me. This is Ellie. This is Victoria, and this is Julian. And in California, I have 3 more grandchildren, and that's Ben, Andrew, and Cameron. And I'm so fortunate to have them. So invention comes in many ways. I was studying invention. I like to study inventions because I'm an inventor. And I found out a few names that were interesting to me. One was George DeMastro. He was wandering around the countryside, and he kept getting burrs connected to his clothes. And they were difficult to get out. I'm sure you know that feeling. He couldn't get them out, so he was pulling. And he ended up inventing Velcro. So there's another one that I'm sure we've heard of, and that's James Dyson. Yes. And he invented the bagless vacuum cleaner. Now, it was such a great idea, but he went around to try and license it to other vacuum cleaner companies, and nobody wanted them. And he says, why not? So he would be in somebody's office having a meeting, and they would show him shelves and shelves of vacuum cleaner bags. And they said, do you think we want to give up this business? Because everybody who has a vacuum cleaner has to buy bags, and that's how they make their money. So he ended up starting his own company, Dyson Vacuum Cleaners. Those are famous inventors, and you get your ideas anywhere you can. Whoops. This is my invention. Okay, I came up with this when I started getting older, and I couldn't read the menu in a restaurant when I went there. The print was way too small. Usually when you hit 55, it starts, and it gets worse and worse with age. Has anyone experienced that problem? Yes. Okay. So I invented this little device so that when I go out to eat in a restaurant and I can't read the small print, I have a magnifier that enlarges it 2.5 times. If the restaurant is dark, which they always are, I have my own light, which is a lot less distracting than an iPhone light. And then I also have buttons on it, and you can put in the bill. Then you put in a tip, split it, you just push one button, 5 people, you split it, you pass it around, and that's how much each person pays. So I've been working on that, and I'm really excited. That's why I had to quit my work, my teaching. So this is my product.
What's it called?
Tip and Split. So this is my book. This is it. Okay? And it was part of my progression, because I retired from teaching, and then I decided, I started getting publicity. I think because people like the idea of my product. It's kind of unique, and also because of my age, I think I'm using it to my advantage. And I was a writing teacher, so I wrote my book. Okay, buzz tip 1 is be positive and surround yourself with positive people. So that's what we're all doing here. This is a very negative time in our world, yet we're surrounding ourselves with positive people, and what could be better than that? So when I first got the bug for invention, I went to a group I heard of that was meeting in Tampa. The best thing about that group was there were about 10 of us there. And every single one of the people had the same kind of spirit to do something with an invention, whether I liked it or I didn't, whether they liked mine or I didn't. Nobody said, why are you doing this? Most people, if you try to do your product or your product, people say, don't spend the money, right? So I was around people who are all in the avenue that I'm in, spending our money. The man that I met, his name is Tom Jordan. I met him at a trade show, and I don't know if anybody, well, you wouldn't recognize him, but he does all the ads for LifeLock. He met me, he loved my product, he tried to help me with it, so he made me this video.
Thank you very much. I'll take this whenever you're ready.
Okay, got this one, my boy.
Thanks, Dad.
Oh, that's nice.
I can't read this. It's too dark in here.
Can you read the total or not, Mom?
I can't even find the total.
Oh, does this help?
Oh, that's a little inconsiderate of the other diners, don't you think, dear?
Oh, here it is. $136.97.
So what's 15% of 136.97?
Don't you have an app on your phone?
It'd be great if there was an award-winning pocket-sized dining calculating device with an illuminated magnifier. Now there is. Let Tip and Split do all the work. An award-winning pocket-sized dining calculating device with an LED magnifier that figures out your tip no matter the percentage you want to give or how many people you're splitting it with. Dimly lit restaurants are no longer a problem because now you can easily read the menu and bill as Tip and Split illuminates and magnifies all at once. Plus, you don't need to be tech savvy to use the Tip and Split. Just type in the bill total and touch enter. Next, the prompt at the top will tell you to select a tip percent of your choosing and then touch enter again to see how much tip to pay. Then touch enter again to see the total, including the tip. If you need to split the bill with other people, touch enter again and it will prompt for the number of people splitting the bill. And when you press enter, the Tip and Split will show you exactly how much each person owes. And it's not just for restaurants, because the magnifier and LED light makes it perfect to read the small print on anything that's hard to read. Easy to read, easy to calculate, lightweight and smaller than a phone, Tip and Split is an amazing all-in-one handheld device that keeps your dinners relaxed and fun. And if you don't think you need it yet, buy one for your parent or grandparent because they will love it. It's a great gift idea for Mother's Day, birthdays, holidays, and stocking stuffers. Tip and Split.
Thank you. I'm so lucky, and that's because I met him in person. So I like to see these things of other people who are not letting age get in their way. Then, of course, Betty White, who's, I believe, 98 years old, and she's had a very full career, and now she's devoting herself to social entrepreneurship, now focusing on helping animals. What an inspiration. She's 96 years old, and she's a fashion icon. So she doesn't let anybody get into her way. Well, the next buzz tip, I have 8 buzz tips. The next one is to be attentive and be prepared. When I got on QVC, they sent us to a training program to learn how to pitch our product. Everything is about pitching. Yeah, I'll tell you, because I went to an inventors trade show called Impacts. It was in Pittsburgh. I met so many people there, and they had a pitch contest for QVC. So when I went to pitch, my manufacturer didn't send me anything. So I went to pitch just with pictures of my product. And everybody said, this is great. Please come back when you have your product. I showed them my product, and out of the 20 people pitching at this show, I got a standing ovation. And I think it's because I have so much passion for my product, as you can see. So I got on QVC Sprouts. And actually, that's how I got on. And I sold 800 in 5 minutes, but I don't think it was enough for them. Just starting, but next week I'm the keynote speaker for an AARP event.
Wow, that's great.
So I think that's going to be really good for me. So what I have to tell you is, don't stop thinking. And if you want to talk to someone, connect with me. Because I love sharing ideas. So anyway, so the question was be attentive and be prepared. So every time something comes up, I'm ready for it. And I do want to get on Shark Tank, but I might go a roundabout way and just get Barbara Corcoran to just do it. Because, you know, they want entertainers on that show. You know that. I don't know if I'm that entertaining, but anyway, that's my buzz tip too. Be attentive and be prepared. Buzz tip 3 is be visual. If you're trying to do a product, make sure you have a good camera or a cameraman, and be visual. So this is something that I made by a company called Fiverr. Has anyone heard of Fiverr? Okay, so Fiverr is wonderful. This was like about $100, and I use it when I submit my product. So let me see if we can do this.
On your next night out, here is a fantastic device to help you read the menu and bill, even in dimly lit restaurants. Tip and Split comes with a built-in magnifier and LED light. It also has a quick, easy way to calculate the tip and split the bill. Tip and Split. All in one. Tip and Split is fun and lets you enjoy the ambiance. Press the on/C button for 3 seconds to turn it on. Then follow the on-screen prompts. First, type the amount of the bill. Press Enter. Next, type your desired tip percentage. Press Enter to see the tip amount. Press Enter to see the total bill. To tip the bill, press Enter. Type the number of people to split. Press Enter to display the amount each person pays. It's that simple. Check it out. www.tipandsplit.com.
This is the next thing I did when I wrote this book is I asked my daughter to make a video to promote it, because I'm lucky to have such a pretty daughter. And then I made a sell sheet, which I use when somebody's going to try and sell my product. It's colorful, and the woman holding the Tip and Split is a friend of mine, and she's a singer, so she did that sell sheet to use when somebody's going to buy it to put in a store. Working with a SCORE representative, or any of you in SCORE? Yeah, you should be.
I've used it.
You should do it again. I was used to, and then I started again. I'm not in any retail yet.
Okay.
And one of the reasons is because I've had a lot of problems with manufacturing. Okay. Which has really tried to get me down, but I can't let it get me down. Okay, so be current. Best thing about being current is hire somebody to help you, or ask your kids to help you. They know how to be current. The next thing is be grammatically correct. This is one thing that we older people have over the young people. They don't know anything. I am probably the only person who sends text messages with commas in them. Okay, so I only have 5 more minutes, but I'm going to just tell you, here are some of my tips about being current. So the thing is, when you write a first draft, you can always make it better, and better is shorter, stronger. Okay, so I'll send this. Be charitable. That's a really good thing to do. And I found an organization to work with, and it's the American Macular Degeneration Foundation, and I don't have it, but it's for people who are losing their eyesight. So I donate Tip and Splits to them. And don't put all your eggs in one basket. I'm trying so many things to reinvent myself. Okay, not just my invention, but after my invention, I wrote the book. Now I'm speaking, and now I've written 2 articles since January in Thrive Global to help senior citizens. Okay, so I'm trying to do all of those. Be creative and persistent. That's me. Okay, I'm always trying to think outside of the box. Okay, I'm going to just share with you my next project. I want to help older people write their legacy. To their children and to their grandchildren. And what inspired me was Kobe Bryant. He died, but his family will know all about him by all the media that's surrounding him. Our families will know nothing unless we write. So I'm going to start that movement to write down our memories. And I actually just trademarked the name, and it's called Write Your Selfie. And my best advice to you is spirit has no age. If I fall, oh, but darling, what if you fly? And I would like to end this with something important to me, and that's gratitude. And nobody can be successful without having other people helping them. Thank you for coming here and for being such a nice, smiling audience. I thank my family. I thank my daughter, and I thank everybody who's helped me in my road to be a second act entrepreneur.